Good day, everyone who is watching this. My name is Rahul, and these are my group members. Today, we are going to be talking about a special movie that we all chose, which is Dead Poets Society, which was released in 1989. The main reason why we chose this movie is because it resonates with us, which we will all explain in the slide after this. But before we even get into the slide, we would like to show you the trailer of the movie so you guys could get the gist of how the movie would be.
Gentlemen, what are the four pillars?
Tradition, honor, discipline, excellence. Banners up.
Welton Academy for Boys, a breeding ground for the future leaders of America. An institution dedicated to achievement, virtue, and conformity. A school whose rigid standards are upheld by every single teacher, except one.
Come on, Mr. Overstreet, you twerp. Mr. Anderson, are you a man or an amoeba? Language was developed for one endeavor, and that is...
To communicate.
No! To woo women. Mr. Keating?
Some people like to rock, some people like to roll, but moving and a grooving's gonna satisfy my soul. Let's have a party.
Touchstone Pictures presents Robin Williams as John Keating, teacher,
Well, is this a dagger I see before me?
philosopher,
I like Byron. I give him a 42, but I can't dance to it.
orator,
Oh, Titus, bring your friend hither.
and founder of the Dead Poets Society.
A bunch of guys sitting around reading poetry.
No. Ding. Thank you for playing anyway.
What was the Dead Poets Society?
The dead poets were dedicated to sucking the marrow out of life. Spirits soared, women swooned, and gods were created. Not a bad way to spend an evening, eh?
I hereby reconvene the Dead Poets Society.
To strive, to seek, to find.
Gotta do more. Gotta be more.
Dare to walk a new path. Dare to strike out and find new ground.
I'm hearing rumors, John, about some unorthodox teaching methods in your classroom.
Break out.
I'm gonna do it.
John Keating. He began by teaching English. Now, he's changing lives.
I got the part.
Tear out the entire introduction.
Who put you up to it? Was it this new man, this, Mr. Keating?
Are we just playing around out here? Or do we mean what we say?
Tradition, honor, discipline.
Rip, shred, tear.
What is this Dead Poet Society? I want names.
This is a battle, a war. The casualties could be your hearts and souls.
For the first time in my whole life, I know what I want to do.
Medicine, law, business, engineering. These are noble pursuits. Poetry, romance, love. These are what we stay alive for.
That's beautiful.
Sit down, Mr. Anderson.
Sit down.
What the hell is going on here?
Seize the day.
Touchstone Pictures presents Robin Williams as John Keating. He was the inspiration that made their lives extraordinary. Dead Poets Society.
Okay, without further ado, let's get into the presentation. We'll start with the introduction.
Hello guys, my name is Abdurrahman. Today I'm going to talk about Dead Poets Society. It's made in 1989, directed by Peter Weir. So in the beginning of the movie, we can see the student do something like event. Then we know it's for the beginning of the semester, that always do it. So then the leader of the school, he comes to them and say them his famous word, the light of the knowledge. They always use it. Then ask them, what's the four pillars? They said tradition and honor and excellence and tradition and honor and disciplines and excellence. So the film is about a rebellious English teacher in a good way. John Keating, played by Robin Williams. The movie shows us the teacher and his students and how is the relationship between them. We can see in the movie the teacher's relationship with his students and how they admired him. Then now with my friend, his part plot summary with my friend Omar.
Dead Poets Society is set in 1989 at Walton Academy, a strict all-boys preparatory school. A new English teacher, Mr. John Keating, joins the school and introduces a new way of thinking. He encourages students to break free from tradition and live their lives, boldly with the motto, Crab Day, seize the day. Inspired by Mr. Keating, a group of students secretly revive the Dead Poets Society, where they meet to read poetry, and expresses themselves. One student, Neil Perry, devises strict father to pursue acting, leading to tragic consu- consequences. The story highlights the conflict between individual freedom and system pressures. Now, I will leave you with my friend Abu Bakr. He will talk about theme plot characters.
Okay, hello. So in this slide, I will explain the main themes in Dead Boy Society. The first and most important is Carib Diem, which means seize the day. Mr. Keating used this phrase to encourage his students to live boldly and follow their own path. Another key theme is individualism versus conformity. Most students at Wilton Academy are pressured to follow strict rules, but some, like Neil and Charlie, try to break free and be themselves. Lastly, the power of poetry is used the way to the boys to express their emotion and discover who they really are. Now let's look to the main characters who reflect these themes. So first, Mr. Keating is as an aspiring English teacher. He challenged the system and encouraged his students to think differently. Neil Perry is full talent of passion for acting, but he trapped by his father's strict expectations. Todd Anderson is shy and nervous at first, but with Mr. Keating helps, he learns to speak and believe in himself. And Charlie Dalton, or they call it Nonwala, is rebellious and fearless. He represents the direct to break rules and be free. The table shows how each character contain to the main terms. For example, Mr. Keating clearly represents Carib Diem, and Neil shows the tragedy of represent dreams. Todd's growth is linked to the theme of self-expression through the poetry, and Charlie shows the clash between freedom and authority. Through these characters and their stories, the film teaches us to follow our passion and not afraid to think differently. Now with Muayyad to complete his part.
Yeah, for this part, The Dead Boy Society, directed by Peter Weir, is a film that revolves around issue and non-conformity, self-expression, and individuality. But what makes this issue truly effective is the excellent acting by Robin Williams and especially Robert Sean Leonard. Now I am presenting about the acting and performances. First of all, I am presenting about the Robin Williams is that John Keating. Robin Williams delivered a dynamic and powerful emotion performance as a teacher of English who argues his students to think or for themselves. His blend of humor, warmth, and passions make Keating unforgettable and deeply inspiring. Second of all, I am presenting the Robert Sean Leonard as Neil Perry. Leonard gives a moving description of adolescent boy turn between his love of acting, his demanding further high standards. His performance captured the rupture of discovery and the pain of losses. The ensemble cast, the supporting cast including Ethan Hawke, Josh Carlos, and other lends realism and the emotional depth. They capture the complex mixture of friendship, fear, rebellion, and the growing up the defiant adolescence. This it is the force of this performance, especially that of William and Leonard, which lends the film its emotional strength. Now, my friend Rahul is
All right. So, what can our group conclude from this presentation? Well, number one is basically that this movie is really inspiring and very passionate, and it's more to the emotional side. Why do I say this? Well, first of all, this movie really highlights the main topic about expressing yourselves, because in this school, not all students are able to express themselves due to the strict rules that are set on them. But because of the new English teacher, Mr. Williams, came in and decided to change the perspective of the students, they're able to not only chase their own passion, but also be the better version of themselves. Second of all, it also talks about the main power of teachers' influences. Like as I've said before, Mr. Williams influenced other students to be able to express themselves because he taught that originality is very important to them. And lastly, it also talks about the best thing to me at least, which is to not give up just because of the strict rules and also the expectations put on. As you can see, despite the strict rules that were set on the students didn't give up into expressing themselves because they know that expressing themselves really shows who they really are. That's all from our group. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much.